Also, hello everybody. We are now live.
Ooh, okay.
Daggers,
Hi everybody.
Daggers and
So
Diplomacy
exciting.
is live. Alright, so we've been kind of trying to get this together for like 3 or 4 weeks now, guys. I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. A little while. We've been working on it a little while. I had most of you check your tokens to make sure that your tokens work properly on this map. Except for Zari, which is our newest player. I did find you a token there that we can use.
I see it.
And for those
Lovely.
watching, you'll see that it, if you guys take a closer look at it, it says at Inicola, who I'm guessing is an artist on either Twitter or Instagram. So, super cool. Just saying, for anyone who does watch Inicola, go check them out. They have some nice artwork. So I am gonna let you guys know that starting out the campaign, some of you were traveling. We've done a little bit of roleplay before this. You were traveling with a gentleman named Malcolm, who has let you off in a small village that has a blacksmith who works on horseshoes and things of the like. And he dropped you off in front of a tavern by the name of the Weeping Willow. As he pulled through town and let the 5 of you out, he kind of nods to you, Breck. He goes,
It's friendship.
He goes, well, don't worry, Breck. I'll be meeting up with the next person on the track. You've done a great deed helping me over the last 200 miles from Erisvarn.
Well, it was less about helping you as it was about helping the other folks in the wagon. I kind of trust that you can take care of yourself at least a little bit. You are grown.
I suppose I can, yes. Well, it has been nice knowing the rest of you for the last couple days. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Zainwe is certain he will see Smoothskins again. They were nice.
As he picks up the reins, kind of snaps the reins as the covered wagon begins to pull the rest of the way through town. And the 5 of you, Belagorn, Valdos, Zara, Breck, and Zainwe,
No worries, no worries.
all make your way into the tavern. As you guys walk in, the first thing that you notice as you come in from what on the map would be the east side, you can see that there are 2 barrels set up against a wall with taps in them. Behind the bar, you can see a scrawny little man, kind of a rat-like face, a little angular, with kind of dirty brownish hair, all kind of clumped and very fidgety as he watches you guys walk in. You can see that at the end of the bar, on the other end, there is another door that leads out that side, where you're guessing the room is with all the bedroom with the different beds for sleeping in. Sitting next to that door, there are 2 patrons. They're kind of sitting there, older gentlemen, drinking. Appear to be farmers of some kind, or standard workers. You also notice that there are a few other patrons in the bar, but sitting at one table, the table that you can see to the south of that, you see Can you guys see everything now?
Yes.
Cool. So you can see sitting at this table to the south side of the bar, a gentleman with his head shaven on the side. His hair is starting to get a little bit more gray than black, but you can see that it's still kind of salt and pepper, slicked back and pulled into a tight ponytail that goes just past his shoulders. You can see that there are 4 gentlemen sitting at the table with him. The one is standing, leaning against the wall, and then there are 2 younger guys, probably about 16 or 17, also sitting at the table with him. And they're sitting, talking loudly about their hunt, counting their coin. As you guys walk in, Zari, what is your character name, if you don't mind? So
her name is Koratana.
Koratana, alright.
Yes.
So, Koratana, as you found yourself in the Weeping Willow a few days prior, you've watched as this group of men kind of move in and out, coming back with greater and greater hauls of gold every time.
A question.
Yes.
First, just a bit of housekeeping.
Okay.
Zara would at this point have disguised herself as a human, a tall, dark-skinned human, obviously. Do you need any sort of proficiency check to see how good the disguise is, or are you fine with just the basics?
I'm gonna say that my assumption is that you most likely took enough time while in the cart to make sure that it looks, believable. Asking the people, because you guys have had a couple days on the cart where, since the last time that we really did anything with the characters, when we started kind of getting into character with them. So I'd say that you currently have your disguise available. Oof. Give me a second. That one song is getting really loud.
I don't know. I'm kind of grooving to it right now.
Oh no, on my end.
Oh.
Alright, so...
So, currently, for people who are looking, Zara just looks like a typical dark-skinned, red-haired human.
Okay.
A tall human, I guess she's 6'4", but...
Oh yeah, actually, for just for clarification, where we are in this tavern specifically doesn't matter as long as we're not behind the bar. I'm trying to get my placing just right.
All except for Zari, who has been kind of helping out the bar for the last couple days. So yeah, you guys can sit. Other than the 2 farthest on the left, the west side of the bar, there are occupants sitting there, and then there are occupants at like 1 or 2 people at every other table, except for the one where there's the kind of older gentleman, probably 45, with a bunch of people sitting around the table with them with their gold and drink.
Okay, I was just worried about that because I cannot see the what's it called? The other patrons except for the massive table.
No, that's because I ran out of time.
Oh, no worries, mate.
Yeah, I've been trying to get all the tokens set up. This is one of my first times running on Roll20, so just ran out of time, but that'll be all right. But yeah, as you guys, okay, so Zari, what was your character's name one more time?
Koratana, Koratana.
Okay, just so that we have that there. All
Oh,
right.
lovely. So you said that I've been watching these guys come in and out the past couple days, just gaining more and more money.
Yeah, they've also talked about hunting. They say that they have been, they go out hunting big game, and also have talked about how they hunt like renegade elves and any other kind of creature that shouldn't really be in the area. For those of you who walk in, have just walked in, so you do see a large group, Koratana, walk in with one of them is a rather tall, dark-skinned human with long red hair. One of them is a hooded individual. There is a half-orc. I think you were pretty close to 7 feet, right, Breck?
Yep, that's right.
You see a kind of extravagantly dressed man, a tiefling, come in with this group, as well as a rather large, scaled individual who stands just over 9 feet tall.
Jeez. Would I have ever seen a scaled individual like this before?
You have seen not in person, but in the books that you read in your younger years, you did see stories about creatures like this. You're not sure which one he is, but he is either a dragonborn or a really big lizard folk.
A really big what?
Lizard folk.
Okay. Well, I guess then I would stop watching the creepy guys in the corner counting money jealously and kind of get up off my seat and flounce over to the group that walks in and walk straight up to the super tall dragonborn, or well, the super tall scaled figure, and just look up very curiously with giant big blue eyes and go, I've never seen one of your type before. What are you?
Zainwe is Zainwe.
I mean, fair. One can only be what one is, but...
However, smooth skin. If you're referring to Zainwe's race, Zainwe is giant Zainwe.
A giant? That's rather odd. In the books that I've read, I've only seen lizard folk or dragonborn who are like you, but I'll accept it. A giant, you say?
Yes. Zainwe is giant Zainwe.
Don't worry, you get used to that.
He is one of a kind.
That's reasonable.
Breck adjusts his posture to try to reach exactly 7 feet, but it's still not very.
It's still not quite there. As you guys are kind of starting to have this conversation, so Valdos, you are have kind of moved up to the bar as well as Saintly at this point, as all of you are kind of sitting there talking, and you see. As those two are conversating, the bartender kind of walks over to you, noticing you and your party. You actually watch as the color kind of drains from his face a little bit. You see him. Hello. Yeah. How can I help you?
Oh, greetings. I'm in search for good times and great adventures.
Well, we have no adventures here.
Oh.
There's nothing here for that. You see him kind
Disappointing.
of. He's not really making eye contact, but you can see that every once in a while he's looking at the group in the back of the room as they're, with the mention of Dragonborn kind of echoing across the bar. You can see that they have turned their attention slightly in your direction. As the bartender looks to you and he goes, "Look. As long as you and your friends don't start a fight, we have food and drink available. We don't have any rooms for adventurers. We have no beds. Just don't." You see, he lets out a gulp. He seems visibly shaken. See, just please don't kill anyone. I'm begging
Very
you.
well, you have my word. How much is it for a pitcher of ale?
Keep your word, and it is on the house. Just please eat and go.
What's
All
the farthest bar stool available on the far end of the tavern?
There are 6 bar stools. You can see Cindy and Valdos are taking the first 2. There are the 2 next to them. The 2 next to Valdos are also available.
Right. Sarah just goes and sits at the farthest one.
Okay.
And just waits for the bartender to take notice.
He walks over.
She's keeping quiet and keeping an eye on the tavern.
Yeah, and it's not like he was. I'm gonna let you guys know. He wasn't exactly quiet when he said that. He was lowered, but he could still be heard. To people in the direct vicinity.
Yeah, Breck kind of meaningfully positions himself between Zenway and Valdos, not looking the other way, but just kind of being physically present and in between.
Okay. So as you guys, are doing that, Belagorn, what are you doing?
I'll take you up on that pitcher of ale.
You see, he kind of walks over to the 2 large barrels in the corner. And starts tapping ale as he starts setting down drinks for each of you. You see him look up to the woman that's been helping him run the bar. As he, Koratana, if you could please take their orders and speak to my wife in the back so she can get the food around, please.
Oh, certainly. Well, what would you like?
I'm presently on a liquid diet. I'll take that pitcher of ale, please.
Okay.
Zanewee will have the biggest mug of the reddest wine you have.
See him. The bartender begins helping getting the drinks around, as he does have the availability to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And as this is going on, Breck,
Yep.
You can hear heavy footsteps behind you, moving a short way up to kind of meet you, as you feel a tap on your shoulder.
I do not turn my body. I do turn my head. I am meaningful. I mean, I'm holding a big ass glaive as a walking stick at this point. It is covered, the pointy part, but it's large and in my hand, and I'm looking over my shoulder.
See, this gentleman, you can already smell the booze on his breath a little bit, as he's obviously already started drinking. They say your friend there is a dragonborn?
The big ass lizard.
I think for one his size I could probably get 45 coin.
I don't think that you can. And he's like a little bit nervous about it when he's talking. He's probably sweating a little bit already.
If you've got any dragonborn or elves, should probably turn them over. Willing to pay for them.
It's just a big ass lizard and it isn't worth coin.
Kind of looks at Saint-Louis as he... Oi! Boy!
Zanewee turns around. He's gonna walk up to him right next to his comrade. Yes.
At this point,
Skin.
pardon me. At this point, can I take the opportunity to try and get into a hidden position?
Sure. Yeah, you can see that this entire group is kind of laser focused on saying we currently.
Gentlemen, how about we keep this down a bit? We don't want to cause a ruckus in this bar. I think to relieve this tension, we should make a wager out of this. How about friendly competition? Your toughest fighter against our toughest fighter. Winner takes. Loser gives their coin pouch to the other.
See him. And
Or alternatively, we can all share a pitcher of ale together.
he kind of brushes his finger across his eyebrows. My boys and I are bounty hunters. We see kind of only for a moment he stops, but in that moment you can see one of his this guy that was standing behind him move forward, and this guy right here moves forward and pushes the chair out of the way. See him. I don't think my boys like it when I'm surrounded, especially with a damn scaled one here.
Zanui begs your pardon, Smooth Skin. But he is shiny scale, not scaled one. Very big difference.
All
Hey,
I see is
DM.
coin.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
What would... Cora's been watching these guys for a couple days, yeah?
Yeah.
And the bartender doesn't seem to like them very much. They're like troublemakers a little bit.
Yeah, that the bartender seems to know them pretty well. And he doesn't like them, but he tolerates them. You're not exactly sure why he tolerates them, but you've even seen him in the last few days give them more and more free drink to stop situations exactly like this that were like bar brawls or other tense situations. You've seen him distinctly go out of his way to stop confrontation.
Okay. Well, at this point, then I come around towards them and just kind of like try to insert myself in between the altercation, and just kind of look up at the burly guys that are getting all up in the scaly one's face and say, you guys don't know that the bartender doesn't like it when you fight. You should really be nice to them, and besides, they said that he is not a dragonborn.
At this point, I have a question.
Okay.
The two guys at the bottom here.
Yeah.
So I was looking them over, trying to get a sense of what their deal is.
They look like they are some kind of maybe acolyte, like a cleric. They're kind of they're staying away from the fight because it's not their thing. Their thing is the aftermath.
Girl, what about my ale?
We'll get to your ale in a second. And you gentlemen, you know that we really shouldn't be fighting, and it's time for enjoyment and spending time together.
Sarah has a bad
If
feeling about this, and she would like to roll a stealth check, just in case.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, she's invisible.
She just runs
Down.
back and slides under a table or something.
Bloody hell.
She's just staying out of their line of sight.
Yeah. And the two at the bottom that you were pointing out earlier, they're currently more interested in what's going on in front of them than what's going on to the side.
Mhm.
You see the guy that you're standing next to, Cortana. He kind of turns. See, if I wanted the opinion of some fucking bar wench, I'd ask for it. But I don't bother myself with the opinions of those below me.
Just keep in mind that I'm the one bringing your drinks, so it would behoove you to be nice.
You're a fucking
Maybe you'll get a little
Kalish
extra.
star. I don't give a fuck. The
Well,
bartender will
now
get
that's
my
not very
drinks.
Gentlemen, I don't see why we have to make a big deal out of this. Clearly, there's no elves or dragonborns in this establishment. But if you're looking for work, I did hear a group of hobgoblins that was marauding northwest.
Goblins.
Zane we
kinda-
wonders, small, smooth skin. Why do you hunt dragonborn and elves?
See a smile kind of cross his face. Well, I guess partially for the coin. And partially for the satisfaction of watching scum die.
Okay,
Is
so
that
question
a
for
good
the
enough
DM.
answer?
About how tall is this guy?
About 6'3".
60, okay. So Zane Wee's gonna like bend down a bit so his face is as close to this guy's as possible. And he's gonna whisper to him very quietly. Those are bold words for one so small, smooth skin. I have seen these dragonborn in the south. They are big, and they breathe fire.
Not so big. I've killed a dragonborn.
So you say, but Senwi sees no proof.
Do you want it?
Hmm.
He kind of smiles. As you
Breck's
see-
watching his hands.
Barkeep, where's that damn ale?
You hear
If good, sorry.
the bartender, the barkeep in the background is kind of starting to freak out. Belgorn, you being the only one actually at the bar at this point, see him dishing out like drink after drink after drink as he goes, there's, as you see him, kind of not even being able to get the words out that he wants to use to speak, as he, and then
I might need to pay you for these.
you see, no, it's on the house. Just as he kind of continues watching what's going on. He's saying, "Please, just whatever it takes, please, just don't." As he kind of puts his elbows on the bar, you see him almost breaking into tears, rubbing his face. You see him, "Please, just don't kill anybody."
Zane Wee's gonna turn his head so he's looking at the bartender. Not to worry, smooth skin. Zane Wee is pacifist. He does not hurt those that are. And he's gonna look at the group of the unsavory people. He does not hurt those who are beneath him.
Oh, fuck.
Oh dear.
And yes, that is a height pun.
All right, Valdos is gonna grab a glass, just chug it down, and say, "Well, gentlemen, we came here for a drink. Let's toast to future endeavors."
You guys watch as the 4 men start pulling their scimitars, and the one guy pulls out his mace and looks to C2E1 and goes, "There'll be a death here tonight."
The two at the bottom, are they pulling out anything? They look like they're ready to participate in combat.
No, the two at the bar just kind of, oh fuck, you see one of them kind of just pulls himself over the bar real quick as the other guy.
No, I mean the two at the bottom of the tavern.
Oh no, they haven't moved yet. They haven't actually moved yet. They are, but they are kind of starting to get prepared as they're watching things unfold and watching people draw weapons. As you see the one on the right kind of moves up behind this guy to get into position, and the other one moves directly past you, Zara.
I would like to hold an action. I would like to cast Fairy Fire if a battle is about to start.
Okay.
Zainwee's gonna look at the head honcho of this group, and he's gonna. It's not a smile. You can't really smile without lips, but he's gonna bare his teeth, kind of like widen his eyes, try to make it seem friendly.
Go ahead.
Smooth skin. Perhaps you misunderstood, Zainwee. And he's gonna reach on his back and pull off this like massive slab of stone.
It's like a small tree with a big rock.
No, that's coming later. He's gonna pull off like this massive slab of stone with like a big ring of metal in the center of it, and like place it on the ground. And then he pulls out this this small tree sapling with a massive boulder on it and sets it down as well. He's gonna like hold both his hands up. Zainwee is not here to fight. After all, the bartender said no deaths. He merely says that Zainwee does not fight those who are physically beneath him. And he's gonna like rise up to his full 9'2" self.
You see, he just kind of shrugs and goes.
A question before that.
Okay.
The one that's passing by me, would it be possible to try and knock him out as he's passing by me without the others noticing? Or rather, I should say, Zara's going to attempt to knock him out without the others while everybody else is distracted.
Ooh, okay. Just take out one of the healers right off the bat.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, I said that they were wearing like they look like clerics. They are wearing vestments. They just don't have anything emblazoned on them. Go ahead, Cortana.
At this point, I think I'd probably have pulled back a little bit as after he brushed me off. Just saying.
Okay.
Stepping back a little bit over here by the dude with the bow.
All right. And Belagorn, you've been hearing all of this this entire time, just kind of going on.
Yeah, I definitely want to get any facial features off this main guy.
Okay.
Oh God. That's a 10 cleric.
So it's 21 for my knockout attempt.
Oh my God.
And it's a total of 14 damage. Try to knock this person out.
Shit. So as the kid
quietly,
down here,
preferably.
Yeah, as the kid down here, we're gonna put. We're just gonna go ahead and mark him as sleepy there. Oh, there we go. That'll work too. Oh, I am fucking this up so bad. I hit the wrong button. Okay.
No,
that's great.
As he goes to pass you, you just kind of reach out, one hand over the mouth, and a quick hit to the back of the head with the hilt of your short sword. As you just see him crumple in your hands. And
then I will, while everybody's talking, set him quietly back down in the same seat and make him look like he's sleeping.
sitting in the chair. Man, this. So you move him back over. You just kind of set him down and lean him to where he looks like he's sleeping. And,
do I see Zara now?
Yeah, would any of us have seen this? Because this is great.
Make a new stealth check for me. Because you still currently are in. But yeah, go ahead and make a new stealth check so I can see where you're at. See if anyone else noticed. The +9, that's a 12. Let me see.
If we're going by passives, Zane Wee doesn't see shit.
Yep, Zane Wee doesn't see you.
Yeah, if we're going with passive, I definitely see it.
So yeah,
I don't see it.
So for those of you who are actually facing that way, you can see Zara, but you can't really see what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys kind of look back, you can see that one of the people that were sitting down in the back is now laid over, looking like they're sleeping, as Zara's just kind of chilling there.
Brett goes from very freaked out that he couldn't see Zara earlier to relieved to, oh no, what is happening? Just in the span of about a second.
But yeah, so as all of this is going on, Zane Wee, you had said something to the guy. He started pulling you. You basically said, "No, I'm good, brah."
Yeah.
We good. You see him kind of look at the 5 of you who are kind of in front of him, those who he can see. Is he kind of looks back, looks off to the side to the one guy that's standing off to his side. You see him as you know his guys kind of start chuckling with him, and you see him. When people die, we make coin. I get paid twice. I get paid once for taking in a body. A part of a body. Or I can get paid by that cleric of Nos.
While that is happening, I'll just nudge with my head to get Zara to move to the left out of the way.
Okay.
Zane, we understand, Smoothskin. You must be paid. However, if this must devolve into violence, he's going to pick up his 2 slabs of stone. If this must devolve into violence, Zane, we suggest that we go outside. The barkeep was very specific. Zane, we does not wish to ruin his bar.
See him.
If Zara does see the signal, she will take a very casual step to the left.
Yeah. Not a problem.
Barkeep is really
Who is this guy standing next to me? Sorry, just one more time.
That's Belagorn.
Okay.
Belagorn. Belagorn.
Is he paying attention to the fight or not really?
I'm paying attention to everything that's being said.
Okay, I'm gonna reach over and just say, and like, put a hand on you and cast guide, and say, just in case things go south. So essentially, you have a D4 to add to any ability check.
Can't go wrong with a
appreciate
little
it.
bit of guidance.
Amen.
Barkeep, is your desire for no death here because you have a personal connection to these bounty hunters, or you just don't want blood on your floor?
You see him kind of struggling to once again get words out as he kind of chokes. Finally chokes the words past his lips. He goes, I don't want the cleric here.
Do I know who he's talking about?
You have not met this individual, no.
Okay.
But you, it does kind of interest you because you've heard that this guy is a cleric of Nos.
I've heard what about him? Sorry.
He is a cleric of Nos.
Mm-hmm.
So as he once again reiterates the cleric of Nos, see him. He is a man that goes by Calrul the Vile, scion of Nos,
Okay.
a necromancer of great power.
And these are his men, then?
I guess they might work with him on the side. I don't know. So,
Smooth skin. Zane, we understand that you want to fight, you want coin. That is understandable. However, there is no need for violence here. There are no dragonborns, and he does really big air quotes. There are no elves. So if you will excuse Zainwe and his smooth-skinned companions.
Can you make a deception check for me?
Yeah.
Steven, for sure, this is gonna go.
Alright, hear me out.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to this.
Alright, hear me out. That's a 9.
Oof. Oh, that can't be good. Let me see. Kinda. As you're saying it, you see him kinda stop. As he's listening to what you're saying. You see, he kinda peeks around you. Smiles. You see him. Sorry. Kind of look to the guy to the bottom right, the guy right behind him as you see him. The one with the hood is an elf. Kill the elf, get his ears. See him. Alright, say we. A liar. Good.
The guy in front of me says that, right?
Yep.
Alright, okay. So hear me out. I want to shove him with my hammer. So I want to try to knock him and the guy behind him over. Essentially. So I want to use I think it's called the push action or the shove. Yeah, I want to use the shove action.
Well, I would like to use my held action because now I know there's going to be a fight.
Okay.
And use Fairy Fire before he does that, so he has advantage.
Alright.
So Fairy Fire basically encompasses 20 feet. Damn it. So it would be all of these guys. Would have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And if they fail, everyone has advantage against them.
I think we're gonna get the knocked out cleric with this one.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
Sorry, barkeep. I'm gonna have to pay for the sale after all. I'm gonna down the glass in front of me.
They have to roll a 14 for dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
I will make an action as soon as I see that spell go off. But I will wait until Until
Okay,
then.
so you can see that the leader is covered in fairy fire. The acolyte that's still up is covered in fairy fire, and the other one automatically fails. So
They all have fairy fire?
no, the four the other four guys actually rolled a 14 or higher on the die.
Okay, that's cool.
Dang.
Can I take the action now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I
For
toss a
the
dagger at the other cleric.
Just wait a minute. I think Sen we wanted to do something.
yeah, for the shove
Yeah, let's
action,
go.
I need the leader and the guy behind him to both make either acrobatics or athletics, their choice, against my acrobatics check.
Okay, let me know what you get.
You got it. Let me just.
And DM, can you just put an icon on each of the people that have fairy fire so it's easier for us to check it out?
They need to beat a 17.
Ow.
17. Both of them
Yeah.
fail.
All right, so they are. Let me make sure
That's
I'm
not what I
getting
wanted.
this correct. They are either knocked prone or pushed 5 feet away. So they're both knocked prone basically. As I just smack the leader in the face with my hammer, toppling him into his friend.
Okay. So, this guy is kind of shoved back onto the table, knocking over a bunch of gold and coin. As the leader now occupies the space he was in. As this is going on, you guys taking the moment to go ahead and start just jumping right into combat. Zara, you were going to throw a dagger at the other guy?
At the other cleric, yeah.
Okay. So the guy that's on the table is currently splayed out on the table. So he is in front of him, but he's kind of, you could still stand and throw it over him.
Yeah, do you see the roll? 21 to hit, 12 damage total.
So I would like everyone to go ahead and start rolling their initiative.
Woo!
Yeah, that sounds
Not a bad
correct.
And as you guys start kind of moving into combat, and you see Zainui pushes this guy back, and Zara stands and throws the dagger. You watch as the acolyte kind of turns, watching his comrade fall over as the dagger sticks into the side of his neck. You see him kind of claw at the table for a second, then fall over. And from there, we'll go ahead and get into this. So I got, looks like we got Sainwee's at a 7. Oh man, Zara's at the top, obviously.
I think I'm missing still. Sorry, my thing's being stupid. Give me a second. I'm just gonna hand roll it for a second while I try to fix it. Oh,
An 11.
yeah.
Better than Zane Wee.
It is better than Zainui.
I'm good at many things. Being first is not one.
Alright, so,
I'm good at only a few things. Being first is one of them.
Well, you just took down 2 guys before the fight even
Yeah.
started.
So, we're going to start at the top of initiative, which is going to be Zara. Let me see if I can get that. Where is the thing to set that up? Hold on a second. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
There it
yeah, there
is.
we go. Move that person up. That person
And
up.
there's like an auto sword if you want it to. It's done.
Actually, hold up. Yes, there. Okay, and then I have an 11 on there too, so. Starting with Zara.
These odds.
So this guy down here is pro, correct?
That is correct. Thank you,
Can I
Saint.
move past this cleric that's knocked out to stand over here?
Yeah, I'll say you can like kind of push his chair in and slip past him. I'll just say that moving through that space takes double movement, but that's not too much of an issue since it's only like 15 feet anyway.
Great, then I will stab the guy that's prone with my short sword.
Okay. And that is a. I was gonna say I don't think that's a sneak attack.
It is because I have advantage.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
because
he's prone.
he's prone. He's prone. Yeah, never mind. You're right. Sorry, my fault. So what is that? That's is that adding your +5 as well?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 on the damage, or 2 on the damage die both times.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. That I just
Or-
wanted to
or
make
were
sure
you
it was showing
talking-
it properly.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because short sword is only a d6. Duh. What am I thinking? Okay, so that's gonna be 9 points of damage. He is still living. He is not looking very happy though. He is pretty bloodied. Is that going to be your turn, Zara?
See, so I have. I will use my bonus action to disengage, and I think I only have 10 feet of movement, but that's fine, so I'll move over here.
Okay.
Just to make sure everybody else has plenty of room to do whatever they want to do.
Man, that is a bad place for the rogue to be, but it's also a great place for the rogue to be.
It's the best place.
Alright, so that will be your turn. Moving on to the next person in combat order, Valdos.
Alright, I am going to step sideways right here and then shoot the leader who has fairy fire on him.
Okay.
Doop, doop. So let's try again just to make sure. That's 23 to hit. I should have rolled with advantage, but I forgot about it. So yes, 23 to hit and either 6 or 9 piercing damage, whatever you want to choose.
Okay.
I
got
will.
it.
I will then move back and with my bonus action to inspire our barbarian and say, "Let's end this fast, buddy."
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Breck,
God.
you are inspired.
Okay, all right, I can. That's fine.
Breck doesn't like this idea, but okay.
It's in his blood now. He's feeling it.
It's a good turn. Alright,
My turn.
Belagorn, that would bring us to you.
Right. The leader, is he knocked prone or is he still standing?
He is still standing. He knocked the other guy prone. Kind of
Right,
pushed him back into a chair over the table.
Going to take out the longbow, and you're going to be sorry that you recognized me.
Oof.
Nat 1.
Not quite.
Jeez, man, a 13.
Can you add a D4
That's super nice.
for guidance?
No, that's bless.
That's
Forecast.
just ability. Dang it! I tried.
You could have had it on your initiative, but I guess it didn't matter.
Ah.
Alright, so. Okay. And is that your entire turn, Belagorn? Or are you gonna move?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll just get behind here a little bit.
Okay, so getting behind the bar.
Yep,
Taking a little bit of cover there.
just a little bit.
Alright, so at the end of your turn, Belagorn, that will bring us to Koratana.
Okay. I'm going to, seeing kind of what's happening within 30 feet of me, I'm going to step forward a bit to about here, because then I
Okay.
think they're all within. Yeah, we'll stay there. I'm going to pick the. I'm casting Bane and dropping my concentration on guidance, and I need the big dude and the two dudes next to him, so just the three in the straight line, to make charisma saving for a 15.
Okay, so that would be those two there. Got you. Well, would it be the three on either side of him, or would it be just the two behind him?
It's him and the two on either side of him. It's just 3 creatures.
Okay, got you. What was the check?
15 charisma saving throw.
Alright, so the leader there rolled pretty well. Let me see what he got. Never mind. So the guy to his right succeeded. The other two failed.
Okay. So they now need to subtract a d4 from any attack roll or saving throw.
Man, clerics, man, I love clerics so much. Alright, so is that your turn?
Yup, that's all I'm doing.
That's all you're doing. Alright, so that brings us to who's that? C2E1 is next. You and Breck tied, so you guys can choose which one of you goes first.
C2E1 will let Breck go first. He's C2E1's gonna let Breck go first.
Okay. So Breck closes his eyes for a quick second, and you can hear him kind of muttering a prayer under his breath. And when he opens his eyes, he appears to be a little bit distant. Like he's not exactly the person that he was a minute ago. He seems to have received the guidance that he had asked for in that particular moment, and suddenly full of bravery and inspiration, dives in.
Yes. Alright.
And he is going to unsheath the glaive, and we're going to make it happen here.
Yeah. Get it done.
Entering, so you are entering your fugue state.
Yes, so Breck has gone fugue. Oh, good God. What's even
Just
the
roll a
point?
d6 if you want to for inspiration.
Oh, yeah, the D6.
I'm going to explain it to the people watching as you're getting your rolls out of the way. Oh. Wait a minute, that is that a 10 total?
Yes, it is.
What is his
Was
armor class?
3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. And it's a really pretty decent damage roll, too, so it's quite unfortunate.
Oh, I didn't even see
Wait.
that.
Oh wait, no, you did roll an advantage. Oof.
I did, yeah. I have the Bardic Inspiration, but that would be the only thing to add the D6.
You technically you can.
Yeah, the way inspiration works, you can add the d6 unless you know what the outcome of the roll is. So you have to roll it before you know the outcome.
That doesn't matter. So Breck, still like adjusting to his body not being fully his own in this moment, is kind of awkward in his movements, and he clumsily takes out the glaive, or takes the sheath off of the glaive, and in one quick move stabs forward with it, absolutely whiffing.
You can hear a voice in the back of your mind. Fools! It's mark straight.
It's...
The little too fugue of a state.
Yeah, Breck is in his head apologizing to the bartender.
Alright, is that your turn, Breck?
Yeah, that's me. I'm glad the fella next to him would have gotten an attack of opportunity on him also. Just because I didn't move out of his reach.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's fair. See, that's why I like having nice players. You guys remind me of the little things.
Yeah, Breck's
What
not-
is
Breck's not
your
thinking-
armor class, Breck?
My AC?
Yeah.
16.
16. Let's see if that is anywhere near. I don't think he hit you.
16 with just a big red cloak.
So no, that's a miss. So as you went Fury State, and Sinwi, you watch as Breck steps forward, almost transformed as if he's a different person. And as he's moving forward, the guy that was next to him kind of reaches out and swings with his scimitar, and Breck just kind of unconsciously, as he's unsheathing the glaive, just turns and knocks the blade away. Turns the blade and knocks the blade away, moving forward and stumbling on his attack.
That's why I missed. That's why.
Yeah, it was. You were more focused on the other guy. Sinwi, that would bring it to your turn.
All right. So, if you guys have ever
Actually,
seen...
before that,
all right, go ahead.
sorry, point of order. I just remembered I'm level 1, not level 2, so I actually can't disengage as a bonus action. So that would have also garnered an attack of opportunity from the prone guy.
I don't believe prone gets an attack of opportunity, do they?
No,
They
he
do
can't.
not.
It's just a disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, he can choose to.
I've
No,
already
you're not.
let it go. We'll worry about that later.
All right, just wanted to point it out because that was my bad.
Also, people in chat, viewers, yes, yell at me. I'm fine with that. I made a mistake on that because I also play rogues and should have known that you didn't have disengage.
I'm just so used to having that. I'm sorry.
I know, right? Same. I'm like, oh yeah, disengage is totally a rogue thing, and then I'm like, and then you're like, oh shit, I actually don't have that yet. I'm like, I completely forgot you didn't have that yet too. Alright, so Sinwi, it is your turn.
Yeah, so Zane Wee,
Zaneway.
much like a linebacker on his first game, is going to bum rush this dude right here, and I'm going to smack him with my giant stone on top of a tree. Does a 17 hit him?
Yeah, 17 hits.
Alright, 11 damage total.
11 total?
Yeah.
So, Valdos, as you watch Saint-Wee move with a sudden, speed that you wouldn't expect for somebody of his size, as he quickly just moves forward, you see he hoists this, kind of like this sapling, his homemade warhammer. As he swings it across, you watch as the rock makes contact with the person's skull, and you hear a sickening crunch as he just kind of crumbles to the ground. And you watch Senwi lick his lips.
Zenwi is proud of this.
Okay.
And I'm going to, for my bonus action, oh, that sucks. I can't use that. Okay. No, yeah, for my bonus action, I'm going to, actually do nothing. Yeah, because I can't do that right now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you don't get your action surge until level 2.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I mean, it's not a bonus action, but yeah. Welcome to level 1, everybody.
Yay!
Woo, woo. Starting a new adventure.
That's
yeah.
I love that whenever I built this encounter, it goes, oh yeah, this is definitely deadly for 6 people, and I'm like, I don't think it looks deadly enough, but sure, I'll let you have whatever you want.
I don't think you anticipated Zane Wee and Zara.
I don't think that it accounts for rogues. That's just saying.
Accurate.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
Well, I mean, if they had caught me out in the open, then I would have been screwed, but...
let's go ahead. So, Breck, you're the person closest to him.
Yep.
So you're taking that sweet first attack of the campaign against you.
Minus a D4. Wait, if it's the dude. Yeah.
It is.
Uh-oh.
Nat 20?
Oh, you're so lucky. No, I'm reading over. He has pack tactics.
Oh, crap.
I forgot about that, and then I was like, oh yeah.
What the hell is he, a dwarf?
No, he is a human. He is hitting you with his mace twice. He also has multi-attack. First one is a hit, and second one is a hit, so he hit you with both attacks.
That sounds right. That's what the barbarian is here for.
Oh, Jesus. This guy's fucking useless. He's gonna die so hard. So, what, 3?
And damage both times.
So you take a total of 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
I imagine that's already halved.
That is already halved, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
It would have been funny if it wasn't. Yeah, you take 3 points of damage.
He just kind of.
You mean 1 point?
So Zara, from your perspective, as you're kind of watching, you turn and you see this guy swing twice at Greg, your half-orcish companion, who before this was actually kind of like quiet and timid, very nice, but now he seems to be almost a different person, as you can see. Just an odd, almost aura about him, as this guy kind of swings twice with his mace. Before this, you know he probably would have flinched back or tried to move away, but you watch as his mace just bangs twice off of his chest, and he goes, just kind of looks at him, continues to stare.
The classic no-sell.
This guy, the guy directly behind him, is going to go ahead and move first on their turn. He is going to spend half of his movement to stand up on the table. He's going to pull his light crossbow and fire at Koratana.
Aww.
Just because you're a cleric doesn't mean I can be like, you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so that works. That is going to be a... This is a fucking miss too, I guarantee it. 12 to hit.
Nope. I got a 14.
This guy is, you can see that he's kind of like bleeding from underneath his plate as his leather, as he kind of just tries to get up to the best of his ability. You see him pull his light crossbow, fire, and it just kind of, you duck for a second. You hear the ricochet off the top of the table behind you as you then stand back up.
Okay, I wave cheekily at him and stick out my tongue.
Wave cheekily. This guy here, oh, that guy's still within 5 feet of him. So this guy is going to move forward there. And this guy is going to move forward there, as they're all with... Oh, no, that's fine. They're still within 5 feet of Breck. Try not to get the attack of opportunity kind of BS.
Sure you want to do that, buddy? Zane Wee has been known to kill.
Zane Wee, that is going to be a... one is an attack against you. That is 16 to hit.
Ha! No.
Ha, no. Okay. I like how you're just like, nah. And Koratana, he is going to strike at you with a scimitar, and that is 15 to hit.
That hits.
You see, ooh. Hold up, let me double check. Oh, okay. So he's going to deal 5 points of damage to you.
Okay.
Which probably hurts quite a bit.
Yeah, that hurts. Just a little bit, you know.
But that
it's
will...
fine, he's just being smart.
Oh. That was really weird. I only moved that back where it was. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at the stream at all, but I have like this little setup where I moved all of the names over to the other side.
I just got rid of the names and the things.
Well, I like having the names down there so the people can see what the character names are and kind of correlate them a little bit if they have the picture to. Except for Breck, who Breck is very obviously labeled, but is very obviously also a character from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
I also noticed and appreciate the D&D Beyond integration. But yes, I can see that in the stream.
So that's gonna take us back to the top. Zara.
Well, since these guys aren't hitting me yet, I'm just gonna tiptoe around this
This dead
corpse and poke the guy that still has fairy fire on him.
All right.
Give him a little poke.
Didn't set up an integration.
It's an 11 hit. Oh wait, sorry.
That.
I have advantage because fairy
Yeah,
fire.
you do have advantage. Well, there's
19
also. Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. And that's going to be a total of 15 points of damage. Nice. So as you kind of move forward, Zara, and you go in after this guy, how would you like to do this?
Oh.
Yeah.
It would be just a fast, swift, just a blur of shadowy motion. You don't really see anything. She just comes in, there's a slight flash of steel, and that's it. And then just this small, thin line of red starts crawling across this guy's neck. Before it just starts gushing blood and he falls over.
Very nice. Alright, so. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So, Voldos, I believe that would bring us to you.
All right, I am going to address the rest of the crew and say, well, it looks like your fearless leader has perished. If you want to continue, be my guest, but there will be more corpses laying the ground before we are done.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you were saying?
Yeah, go ahead and make a... I don't know if you're done speaking, but if you'd like, you can go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Awesome. Persuasion. 20.
You guys watch as the three guys kind of look around at each other. As they... the one that is still kind of profusely bleeding kind of looks at you, Zara, goes... Looks back to the kid that's sitting at the table still. Is he dead?
Wait, to me?
No, to Zara.
Oh, okay.
The character Zara.
Zara just looks back at him and doesn't say a word.
So the other two that are kind of up there also start putting their weapons away. See, we'll leave as they kind of drop all of their coin on the table. You see the one, this guy back here, kind of moves down, checks the kid to see if he's still this boy to see if he's still alive. You see him kind of pick him up, hoist him over his shoulders. He barely starts kind of moving him out with him as he, takes the coin off of the kid, drops the coin on the table as well. See the other two just kind of pull their coin purses off and drop them on the ground. Senwei.
Yeah.
So Senwei, you see this guy try to step away from you. It's your option. They have surrendered at this point. It's your option if you want him to be able to step away from you.
Okay, let me just roll a... Oop. No. Heads I won't, so one is heads. Alright, cool.
I'm going to randomly decide if this guy lives.
Yeah.
You are the real Two-Face.
As he steps away, Zanewee is gonna take another mighty swing with his hammer.
Okay.
He still has fairy fire on him, right? Just want to see if I'm going to get advantage or not.
No, this one does not have fairy fire.
No, that one.
He was the one.
No,
he
doesn't have fairy fire.
Alright, cool. Just make sure. Alright, in that case, it's just a regular. Yeah. 25 to hit, 5 damage though.
Only 5.
Only 5.
So you guys watch as the guy goes to step away. This huge hammer comes back and swings and hits this guy as he stumbles forward. You see him. And he gets caught by the other guy. As he kind of looks over his shoulder.
Zanewee's just gonna hiss at him.
So you see these two. This guy kind of skirting around the bar up here to the exit with this kid. This guy's still bleeding, but you see this guy kind of moves forward once again if you'll let him. You do have the option to attack if you'd like.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy and turn my eyes bright white, and in his head, just like using my racial trait in his head, essentially just say like, I see death in your future, and try to be all creepy. Scare the crap out of him.
This guy literally just runs off. He's just gone. he pushes past the other guys and leaves. But you can see these guys kind of start making their way.
Be allowed to live
as they leave. And you have a total of 3 actual dead bodies.
Yeah. Breck is still in his fugue state, starts to scoop them. First the person next to him, and he's going to try to grab bodies.
Zanewee's gonna go ahead and pick up the body next to him. I'm gonna search it, obviously, as I'm lifting it up, but I want to drop it into my sack.
Yeah. Breck's just trying to pull the other 2 out. And at some point his fugue will disappear because he's no longer fighting. As he's picking them, he's trying to move to the door with the body.
I was about to say, so we've been playing for about an hour and 20 minutes. For those of you who would like to take a break, go ahead and take a quick break. I'm going to be right back, so if you need to use the bathroom or anything, go for it.
Okay.
Just a quick note, Zara will start searching the bodies around her and picking up the gold that they dropped on the floor.
He's digging through their pockets while Breck is carrying one under each arm, or under each arm.
Yeah, so you guys just start emptying pockets. Alright,
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll the checks to search the bodies, and I will be right back.
Is that investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Yeah.
14's not bad. Better than... Oof.
That's not and you're gonna intimidate the bodies.
Give me all your things.
You're gonna stare at them and dare them to reveal their secrets.
Intimidating dead body hisses
I
at
feel
it.
like I can do that in a couple levels.
This is fun. I turned that first guy into... Has anyone seen Scanners?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, God. You've never seen the movie Scanners. Okay.
It came out in the 90s, but I never got to it.
It's... I'm trying to think if I can explain it.
We shouldn't have let them live. They'll be back with more.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
know.
tried not
I
to let them
know.
live.
It's
Well-
just what my character would do.
I don't find anything.
This is basically Scanners. There was a whole scene where these guys' heads exploded. That's what happened to the first dude. But yeah, I never did fully describe Zane Wee for you guys, but he's 9 feet 2 inches of pure scaled up muscle. He's got like a kind of big cloak with a hood that's like stitched of various animal hides. He's got a massive like smooth stone slab on his in his arm now, as well along the side of it is a massive, not really massive, like like a small baby tree trunk with a boulder wedged in between it. What was the other thing? There was one. Oh yeah, and he's wearing like a if you know, like a jerkin of literal iron chains.
Cool.
Yeah. I think it's called a jerkin. Yeah, like a vest type thing.
Well, I got a regular dagger and a regular short bow, and yeah.
It must be nice being able to wield regular weapons.
By all means, feel free to describe your character in all his bardic glory.
He's pretty skinny. He's wearing pretty colorful clothes, but they're fashionable and they're comfortable. And he always has this perpetually bardic grin on his face. Like, the pompous jackass grin. Yeah, that's pretty much him. He doesn't have a tail, but his horns are like regular devil horns.
I gotta say, for a tiefling, he sounds pretty, I had something for this. Oh well, I'll come back to it.
Yeah, so I'm just going to use mending to repair any furniture that we might have destroyed.
I think the furniture came out relatively unscathed.
Yeah.
Mostly just bloodied.
I think we slammed somebody on the table. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Yeah, I'll use prestidigitation and
He was less slammed at the table and more just fell over it. So I think the table's alright.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
because I shoved him over the table. That's all that happened.
Did anybody get hurt besides me?
I want to say yes and make you feel good, but no.
I believe our barbarian took 3 points of damage.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so too.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hmm.
So somebody else got scratched.
Me.
I mean, emotionally, Zane Wee's pretty hurt.
Aww.
My burly
How are you feeling,
shoulders
Zari?
received 2 tiny mace hits.
is your character going to survive? Or is it like on death's door?
We're fine right now if nothing else happens.
Alright, guys, I am back.
Hey.
Welcome back.
So you guys...
I
guys go
completely
ahead.
failed in finding anything. I apparently just lost sight of the coins that were dropped directly in front of me.
Well, if the coin pouches that are on the floor and the coins on the floor isn't going to be a problem. I was having you
Well,
roll
I rolled a
investigation.
natural one, so it might be a problem.
The investigation was for the bodies.
Yeah.
Moving bodies, in fairness, you could have hardly been asked to have done a better job.
That's a 14 for a Zane Wee.
I mean, I apparently tried to intimidate the bodies into giving me their loot, and that didn't work.
I heard that. I was like, my only thought was you holding up this dead body, going, "Give me your money!" Shaking.
I can't. I'm dead broke.
Ha ha.
All right. So as you guys begin searching bodies and trying to,
While they're doing that, I'm just going to use prestidigitation and mending just to repair and clean everything in the bar.
okay. So you guys start kind of using mending, using this. So Belagorn,
Right. What time of day is it outside, and how crowded was the road when we came in?
It's nighttime, and it's a small village, so there wasn't too much on the road. But at this point, you can see as you kind of stop paying attention to the fight as the people started fleeing, and the people that are still here are dead. You kind of look over and you can see that the tavern keep has his hands over his ears, kind of curled into the still on his feet, but curled almost as if he's in a crouched fetal position. As he goes, don't let him come. Don't let him come. Don't let him come.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. We'll take them. He comes for the bodies, and Breck's like moving toward the door with these two corpses.
Sarah walks over to the bartender with some of the bags of some of the coin purses that were dropped, and she just drops one of them in front of them and just says, "Sorry for the mess."
Okay.
Oh, I didn't.
And then she takes one of the mugs of ale and starts drinking it.
So at this time, as you guys are cleaning up and you're, starting to kind of try and, calm down from the fight, the door to the tavern opens.
Oh dear.
Ah, God.
Very slowly, you see a dark, almost purplish mist start rolling from the outside. And as the door opens completely, you see a zombie step through the door. It turns and begins heading towards the fallen. As you can see behind him, more zombies start coming into the room to collect the bodies. Followed shortly after the 4 zombies enter, you see a zombie carrying a palanquin with a man sitting on it, his armor gleaming, vestments rolling off of his shoulders with the emblem of Nos. As the zombies take their knee, he stands and steps off the palanquin as you see his feet never touch the ground.
So before the zombie can pick these guys up, I want to recover the arrow and take off this guy's right ear.
Okay. Seeing you see the gentleman steps up to you. Excuse me, sir, I wish to speak to the owner. If you could, step aside.
Yeah, Zainri just steps aside for him.
Okay. As you see,
Valdos is gonna stand in front of him and say, may we have our payment, please?
You wish
I hear you
for
were
a
looking for dead
contract.
bodies. I hear you were looking for dead bodies. We just provided you with 3 more dead bodies.
You see he turns and counts the number of you. Let's see. That would be a good bargain for me. As he reaches into a pouch and outstretches his hand towards you.
Okay.
Clenched
I'm going
fist.
to.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand my hand out.
As you hold your hand out, you see he drops 6 blood red coins in your hand.
Blood red what?
Blood red coins.
Okay. And I'm sorry, sir, I'm not familiar with this currency. Where may I trade this currency?
It is gold.
Okay.
It spins fine, if that is what you wish. Consider it the beginning of our contract.
Can I go up like behind him and kind of tug on his? Was he wearing like a robe or a cloak or something?
He is wearing a cape,
Okay, I tug on his
dark
cape.
purple. You see him. He
Excuse,
turns.
excuse me. Are you the cleric of now?
I am.
Oh, me too. I've never spoken to someone else who worships
I
him.
am the scion of the Death Lord.
The scion? What does that mean?
I am the one who heeds his call. I am his champion.
Oh, well then I guess we're similar because I heed his call too, and he's given me powers. And she like gets all excited and like smiley.
You will go far. As finally
Oh.
the tavern owner finds his way to the end of the bar, you see, there you are. He drops 5 blood red coins on the counter. You, sir, are as good as your word. Please just don't come back. We have a contract. You would not want to break that contract, would you? You see, the tavern owner shakes his head. You see him. Good. As he,
What's the contract?
I pay for bodies. They will either join my forces or become part of the foundation of my keep, young follower of Nos.
She's
Is
gonna look
this
a little
like
troubled and step back.
is this like a permanent contract, part time? Do we get benefits? Do we get a 401k? Help me out here.
You will receive payment as payment is offered. And maybe you will find yourselves in the blessing of Nos. Once
Oh, well, that is quite a generous
I
offer.
have summoned him.
You have summoned your god?
Once I have summoned him.
Oh, I see. Do you know when you'll be able to summon your god? Are we talking about tomorrow or next week?
You see, he kind of smiles. Just keep helping me. You will find out shortly enough. As you see the door open to the tavern one more time. See a goblin standing in the doorway. See, boss, we're gonna go ahead and we've got what we've needed. We will head back.
Dragon's still holding bodies. unless someone takes them out of his
Well, no,
hands.
you see the zombies that came in before him have started collecting the bodies.
I did want to know, with that 14, was I able to get anything off of the bodies, or the one body rather that I had searched?
Yeah, I'll say so the first thing is that all of their weapons, the people that are dead, their weapons are laying on the ground. And you were able to get the coin pouch off of the gentleman that you searched.
All right, sounds good. So at best, I have a toothpick and some gold.
Toothpick and some gold. Yes. I think that's
I mean, it's a high quality toothpick. Gotta keep those chompers
it
clean.
is. It is a high
Oh, yeah.
quality toothpick.
Definitely.
But yeah, you see this this goblin basically lets him know that they have completed their work. See,
I feel like I should specify before they take the bodies away. I did pick up my dagger from the neck of the cleric that I killed.
okay, yeah, it's not a problem.
So where are you guys gonna summon your god?
My keep is to the west. It lies on the border with Full Harbor. If you would like to come there at some point, you may.
That's a very interesting offer. I might just take you up on it.
Excuse me, Mr. Zion, sir.
I am
When you're some
Kalvul, scion of Nos.
Yes. You say you're gonna summon him? Why? You're. Is he going to heed your call?
I am a believer. I believe that he will.
And why? Why are you summoning him?
Because this world is flawed, and Nos will help me recreate it in my image.
I'm confused. But Nos isn't. It's not creating it in any image. He. To pass the lives and the souls on into the dream. Why would he come to just help you form the whole world again?
You see, he takes the step toward you.
Oh God.
Let's see. Ah, you poor, sweet, innocent child. Does he speak to you?
I mean, sometimes he speaks in my head, and like, eh, you don't know. She's getting a little nervous with this guy all up in her face.
He takes in a breath. We should speak again.
Is
As
there any way that I could have like insight checked this whole conversation because she's really confused?
I was gonna say if you feel um if you don't like what's going on, then you
Yeah.
should probably be okay with how you feel about that.
Hmm. Yeah, she was confused. Oh, that's a 21. So, like, she's trying to decide if he's telling the truth because it doesn't quite align with what she knows.
See him turn as he starts to head towards his palanquin again. Well, good night for now, adventurers. I'm sure we will see each other again shortly.
Zanui wishes Creepy Smooth Skin a good night.
As he goes to step on the palanquin, you say that, you see him stop. What did you say?
He's gonna like blink once, Zane me wishes creepy smooth skin a good night. And he's gonna bare his teeth again in his best version of a smile.
As he steps up onto the palanquin, you see he takes his seat. Saying he looks to you. See, for the rest of you, remember my strength. As he snaps his fingers, saying I would like you to take 15 points of damage.
15?
Yep.
Cool. Sinmi drops to the ground.
I'm gonna stand there looking confused between the two, and then I'm gonna rush over and put my hands on him, and cast Cure Wounds. And since he's already unconscious, it automatically just cures the 8 plus 5, so
Yep. And
13.
as this happens, you see the zombies have taken the bodies. As you see the lead goes through the open door with him in the palanquin as the others follow with the bodies behind. As they all exit, a man steps into the doorway. Just kind of smiles as he goes. Should really watch what you say around him. Grabs the door and shuts it.
Ah, Senway making friends everywhere he goes.
Saidwi, as you... The only time you've ever woken up this way is whenever you fall asleep. So as you kind of open your eyes, you could see the rest of the party standing around you. Or standing in your general vicinity.
I'm kneeling by his side.
The last thing you remember is hearing a snap.
I'm gonna go to the counter, grab the bottle or the cup of wine that Senwi ordered, and give it to Senwi.
Okay.
He accepts it and gulps it down. I don't know where that Arcana check came from, I swear.
You know exactly what happened to you.
I don't. I just woke up, man. I don't know what I did.
Are you okay?
Zanui will be fine. He's just feeling a bit lightheaded.
Breck, nervously and with urgency, approaches Waldo's during this and says, I don't think you want that gold. It's not. I don't think you want it.
Yes, I know. I was planning on giving it to you guys or just throwing it out.
You can give it to the
Barkeep,
bartender.
another
He
ale.
seems to like it.
Bartender already, he already has some. Maybe it's, hey bartender, what are your? Do you just want those? Would you take the gold?
You see him kind of shake his head. You see him. If we can. Do you think that there's a way to get rid of it?
Oh,
Get rid of the gold?
yeah.
He
Yeah, I mean,
nods
usually.
vigorously.
Yes?
You see the two guys that were behind the counter finally kind of get up and walk back around to their seats.
Have you tried spending the gold? That's usually how I get rid of my gold.
You said it spends.
I've been afraid to, honestly. When things die, and you have that gold, he comes to you.
Man, why do you still have it? Just put it somewhere.
Yeah, throw it in a lake or put it
You can
into the
always-
ground.
You can always give it to us, and we can get rid of it for you.
I see him kind of nod as he. Yeah, I could do that. As he, kind of pulls the gold that he does have, which is about 10 pieces, and sets it with the other 5 pieces sitting on the counter. You see him.
That was meant to be a joke, but I guess I'll take it.
Would you know any place where we could spend this kind of currency?
We should not spend it. No.
If you get rid of it, I'll give you drinks and food. Any time you're in the Willow, you can stay for free.
I thought you didn't have any rooms.
I think we just dispatched the occupants of said rooms.
I've been turning people away.
He makes a good point, yes.
My tavern has been suffering.
Do you expect any trouble will come from us dispatching these villains?
I believe it already came, and then left.
I mean, it's true.
Would any of you have like a shovel or something on your person? Maybe I do. Someone maybe got it.
C2E can dig.
They did take the bodies with them, so I think we're good on that front. No. Breck digs around his like just his little. He's got like a kind of backpack, like he's got a big old pocket sewn into his cape that it like his cloak, and he pulls out a shovel from the bag, but not for the bodies, for the coins.
C2E is confused. Why do smooth skins wish to get rid of coin?
Don't look at me. I don't get why people want to get rid of coins.
Barkeep, what's your name?
I'm Edric.
You want to explain more about your contractor, what's going on with these coins?
He came in. We had an older man that lived in town who he died here. Then Galrul was here. He had come in, and when the gentleman died, he handed me a red coin and told me that if things die, he will collect them. He will pay me for them, and that is our contract. He didn't give me a choice. Not really. He didn't explain. I didn't understand.
So, from what I can gather, we spend these coins. Every shop that we spend them at has the same situation as this man once they have the coins. And if we keep them, we keep running into our finger snapping friend over there if anything dies in our proximity.
Cora Tana has been kind of just like on the floor holding her head in her hands for a moment. And she's gonna reach her hand up and just say, if you're willing to wait 10 minutes, I can try to see what kind of magic they are.
You seem to know a lot about a lot of things. Who exactly are you?
Zara will pick up all the coins that the bartender put down, all the blood red coins, and move them over in front of Koratana.
Okay. I'll stand up
Have
and
fun.
pick them up and say, just give me a couple minutes and I'm going to start casting Detect Magic as a ritual. So that's 10 minutes. And I'm trying to figure out, like, if they're magic and what school of magic they are.
Breck begins drinking.
I shall join Breck.
Oh, barkeep, you heard her. We need more ale.
Cheers, mates.
Yeah, Zami's gonna join them as well. He could use a pint. He could use a barrel or two.
So Zara, while we're waiting, mind sharing your spoils with us?
How much gold did I pick up?
We lose our DM.
Sorry. Just realized my mic was muted.
Mood.
Mood. Hard mood. So you guys start going through all of your stuff.
I just want to count
things that
like
you
all
guys
the
were
coins
able
I
to get.
picked up.
Yeah, so you guys were able to find 300 gold pieces.
What?
That's many gold pieces.
You guys were able to find there is probably about 27 or 28 silver, and then a handful of copper.
That's
Something like
50
7
gold
or 8.
each.
Yeah.
Assuming Zara says...
Yeah, assuming Zara tells us.
How much
Hey
gold
guys, I found 3 copper pieces. Yay, let's share.
Actually, how much
Regular rogue business.
how much did Senwi get? Zanwi get from his body?
Well, that the 300 gold is in total. That includes what he found on the body.
Ah.
So, Sinwi, you actually found on the body that very specifically, you found 42 gold on that body.
How much? You cut out there.
On that body, you found 42 gold.
42. Okay.
Yeah, that's how much you found on that body, but that is included in the 300 count.
Got
Because
it.
that's the entire amount of gold that you guys found.
So out of the 258 that was left over, how much of that did Zara pick up from the pouches on the ground?
That would be the loose coin and pouches that she found. As you guys collected all of that, is the remainder. So, some pouches only have like 35 or 40 coins. The pouch that you guys would have gotten, that the leader left on the table when the fight started, his was something close to like 90 or 100 gold.
So I have 258 gold total that I picked up.
Yeah. And then saying if you want to let them know how much you found on the other body.
Yeah, Zanwi will let him know. He'll like hold out the golden pouch. Zanwi has found. He's gonna like 1, 2, a lot of shiny gold.
That's quite a find there, my large lizard friend. And what did you find, Zara?
I found everybody else's large shiny gold, and I start handing out. I gave everyone except for Senwi, because it looks like he had his own stack, 40 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's and including setting one aside for Cortana. That
Okay.
makes sure everybody sees.
Yeah, that would be
So
160 of the gold would be with us. 42 is with Zaneway. And then like 100 is with Zara.
Rogue has to
has
rogue,
like
man.
98.
It's true.
Or some shit like that.
Birds
No,
gotta
Breck
fly,
No,
has
wait,
fish gotta
never
swim, rogues
seen
gotta
like
rogue.
5 gold. So Breck is just baffled as soon as you counted past 3 with that gold. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous unless you die, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Or
I
if it gets
will.
nicked.
You can't steal from Zanwi. His reflexes are too fast.
I sure.
Zara
This has
will
been
gladly
discussed.
offer to count all of your gold for you if you aren't sure how much you have.
No, Brett can count. He's just never literally seen more than like 2 gold pieces in the same place before.
So,
like that as a concept is amazing.
Cortana,
Well, now you have 40.
Yes.
You find that it is the gold that you have is enchanted,
Okay.
and it is divination is the school.
Divination. Okay, and just for my curiosity, I sense any other magic within 30 feet. Do I get anything else?
No. There's no other magic.
Well, you do sense something radiating off of Zenwi.
Hold on.
It is
Actually, wait, before I do anything, I have to check something.
Have a sparkling personality.
Yes.
Aww.
Does that count?
Breck believes his pendant is magical, if that's helpful. Is it magic if you believe it in your heart?
No.
No.
According to
Well,
Wizards of
you don't
Waverly
detect
Place,
it.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you
According to my spell, no.
According to Zenwi,
Okay.
being
No,
around him is magic.
There's no other magic.
Okay, so just the coins.
Correct.
Cool. Well, then after 10 minutes, like while everybody's counting coin and discussing, my eyes are just gonna fly open and I'm just gonna say, well, it appears that he's tracking with divination magic, so maybe we should get rid of these.
Zenwi can do that. He's gonna hold out his hands for the coins.
I'm gonna hand it to him and then notice the little pile of gold in front of me and go, oh, is this for me?
That would be your share.
I swallowed the coins.
Oh my god!
Just
No!
like a boa with a mouse. Just gulp.
Does this mean that if Senway like eats like a rat or something, the rat's gonna come alive inside his stomach?
I mean,
how long does
this-
detect magic work for? When it's up?
10 minutes.
Can you still detect it in his belly?
Can I still detect it?
No, I believe detect magic. You have to have line of sight. You have to be able to see it.
Are his abs thick enough to block detect magic?
It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, 3 foot of wood, or...
It's blocked by a foot of stone, you say?
Oh my gosh.
Or 3 feet of wood?
There is a slight glow coming from Sanwy's stomach.
Oh, Sanwy, he's still gonna be able to track us with that.
Zenwi disagrees. Zenwi has imbibed the magic. The magic is now Zenwi's. Zenwi can shut it off if he wishes.
That is not quite how that works, but okay.
Sarah just makes a motion like she's about to counter the argument and then just kind of decides not to and just lets it go.
We're gonna have to actually get rid of that because if it stays inside of you, he's still gonna be able to track us.
It will be gone in 12 hours.
Oh my
I think nature's gonna solve that problem for us pretty soon, as long as we don't keep the leavings.
You
That's
have a
pretty funny.
point.
I'm still carrying the
Let's
6
just
gold, but
maybe-
I'll dispose of them once we get somewhere where I can dispose of them. Throwing them just outside is not going to solve matters.
Right. Alright, so you guys now have room for the night. You have good food. Decent food.
I posted a gif of Sarah's reaction.
You what?
And I think that is where we're going to end the actual session for tonight. But if you guys have any questions or feedback that you'd like to give, I am open to whatever you guys have to say.
Woo!
Also,
Nah, man, I just enjoyed it.
also, Zari, welcome. Our,
Oh, yeah,
the rest of us have been talking for a few weeks, and happy that you were able to join us last minute. This is super cool.
well, thanks for letting me jump in like day of. So, I was very excited.
I was actually debating on whether or not I wanted to have you enter into this session, or if I wanted to wait until, wait a couple weeks so you could get introduced to everybody and kind of, get accustomed to how everyone is, and just like have you. But because I know what you're playing, I almost had the thought of just having you standing out in front of a dungeon when they meet you, being like, "Ha, foul beasts! Have
That's
at you."
fair.
But then I was like, no, maybe I'll just. But because you had gotten almost completely ready, I just went ahead and threw you in and
Oh, thank you.
made the encounter a little bit more difficult. Which that little bit that I added to the encounter to make it a little bit more difficult was the thing that Zara did immediately at the beginning of the combat. Was just, oh yeah, that extra dude. That extra acolyte, just knock him out. We're good.
I don't think you anticipated for a rogue.
Well, I mean, I know what rogues can do.
Hey,
Steve,
rogue got a rogue.
Rogues got a rogue.
Well,
Fighter,
especially
fighter.
early on, like our crazy good stats overall are going to be an extra big thing in like levels 1 and 2, and bigger than they will be like level 9 anyway.
Crazy good stats. I don't have anything above a 13. What are you talking about? Don't check my stat page.
So, for those
I
of you
think
guys
your
who,
size counts as your size alone counts as being over 13.
so for the those of you who are playing and you don't know this, if your character is in the campaign, people are able to look at your character sheets.
Yeah, but they can't view everything.
Yeah, they can't view everything. Because I have the D&D Beyond extension on Twitch. So.
Whoa, wait. Oh, that's
Yes,
cool.
I would like to take this moment to thank the 20 or so people who are still watching us.
Yeah.
20.
Oh, we actually have viewers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we've
we've had
that.
viewers since like the beginning. Dude.
Yeah, we've had.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. So also if anyone, any of the viewers would like to ask questions, I'm not sure what we're going to do about people getting in contact with us. I guess I could make like a subreddit for us, where people can go and ask questions and do that kind of stuff.
They can ask in the stream chat if they want to as well.
Hi,
Right.
Salty.
Well, I don't. That's something where it's only going to be available once a week. If they have questions for us, I would like them to be able to kind of get a hold of us at any time.
We could
Of
make
course.
So
yeah.
I think subreddit would be a good way of doing that, and then
Our Twitter account.
That's something that I'm thinking of doing in the near future, is getting a Twitter set up for us so that we can do that and talk to people. Also, shout out to Salty Potato Games. I've been watching you kind of like post the entire time. Alright, so thank you guys once again for playing. And if there's any kind of questions or anything that you guys have before we get off, let me know. Any kind of feedback.
Salty, there is a spellcaster. 2 actually. That was our cleric.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Cortana and our bard,
that one right
Valdos.
there. And that one right there. Yeah, we do have bard and cleric, which is super cool. I love bards in 5th edition, by the way. I think
they're pretty cool when played well.
Yeah,
I don't know how cool my
they-
character's gonna be, guys.
Personally.
Wait, what was that?
They're my favorite class, personally.
In 5th edition, I'd say bards are pretty high up there for me. But seeing as because I've been playing for quite a while, rogues are still number one. They're always going to be, I'm sure.
Yo, that's crazy. They can legit just view the sheet. Well,
Yes.
everything that not everything, but that's
we-
cool.
Yeah, Salty. We
I
have a
remove all my viewer-centric, angry comments that are filling my inventory.
Salty. Salty. We have a
Whoa.
full caster.
Salty, there are two full casters. Again, a bard and a cleric.
I think he meant like. Well, yeah, okay.
Actually,
think-
no, I know what he's talking
Well,
about. We had an argument with this before.
Wizard.
They're full
is
clerics.
This,
Shut up.
Wait, is this one of the things of Wizard is the only full caster? Because
Yeah.
that's a
Nuh-uh.
3rd edition mindset right there. You're playing a spellcaster? Oh, and you're a cleric? Fantastic. I don't see how you can fireball.
I'll fight you.
Bold
Good
words.
fireball.
Salty. Those are some bold words coming from somebody who plays in my Wednesday game.
Ooh.
Say that when I cast inflict wounds on you. You're gonna die.
It's a good spell.
It's a really good spell.
It really is. Oh wait,
Alright,
crap! It's
so-
not in my Wednesday game anymore.
Salty just wants us to cast fireballs.
That's it.
Zane, we can cast a fireball.
That's like
If
a
he,
basic
actually,
bitch wizard move, Kay. God, there's more than
that
fireball.
brings up logistics. If Zane Wee was to exhale his breath and with a torch in front of it,
Wait,
would it
Warlock.
catch on fire?
Warlock's not a full caster.
Warlock. If you're not gonna count cleric as full caster, then Warlock ain't a full caster, bud.
Yeah, Warlock
yeah.
is definitely not a full caster. That's a half caster, bro. Sorry to
That's
tell
a quarter
you.
caster. It's a quarter caster.
I would say the only spellcaster type that I wish we had in the game because I think they're super cool is the Eldritch Knight. Eldritch Knight.
Funny you should say that.
We'll see when Senri gets to level 13.
3.
Why the hell did I say 13?
All right, well, guys, I guess we'll go ahead. So, if you guys know some of the people in chat, what I'll do is this week I'll get a Twitter account set up for us. So, anyone who'd like to follow us on Twitter, it's going to be at Daggers and Diplomacy. And we'll get that set up, and I'll try and get screenshots and stuff so we can get everything answered.
All right. I know Salty. No one else.
So yeah, by Wednesday, I will have the Twitter account set up. So anyone that would like to join us on Twitter, at Daggers and Diplomacy, and I'll probably just go ahead and get a subreddit done tonight. That will just be r/Daggers and Diplomacy.
I think we went Daggers on this route.
Well,
No, no.
Hey, I tried
I
diplomacy
tried.
option.
I tried too, okay? And I got
actually-
yelled at.
I do want to know, DM, just so I can get a good beat on this. When I hit the guy in the head with my hammer, are we talking like scanners or or Walking Dead type of head trauma? What are we talking here?
are we talking scanners?
You know what scanners is, right?
Oh my god!
I just need to know. Are we talking scanners or Walking
okay,
Dead?
I know exactly what scene you're talking about, but the problem is that I don't immediately go to scanners when I think of that. I go to Sword Art Online Abridged.
Yeah.
Where
Has anyone seen scanners? Tron? Oh god, or actually also Kingsman: The Golden Circle did it too.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to know what kind
I've
of
seen that
damage we're
movie,
talking
too.
here.
He was big brain, but is no longer big brain.
Gosh dang it, I finally figured it out. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, Senwi is gonna have a little snack later on his helmet.
See,
Not helmet,
I was thinking,
hammer.
Have any of you played Doom? You know that glory kill where you just smash the zombie's
Yeah.
head into his body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Blah.
I like that whenever we're talking about Sinway, we're just gonna start talking about how Sinway hits people on the head and their heads just fucking scannerify.
I was gonna say it's non-lethal damage, but I don't think that's possible.
It was like anytime you hit somebody, it's going to be like at the start of combat. Even like if it was a wizard, right? At start of combat, he is big brain. At the end of combat, he is no longer big brain.
Yeah, I think at this point, Zane Wee's got 3 jokes on him. He can't fit normal armor. He can't fit into regular places, and he can't do non-lethal damage.
It's true. By the way, Koratana, he's like 9'2".
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of told you about that, but his I've actually made a ruling before we ever started playing. He cannot wear medium-sized armor.
Yeah, it's that's why his armor literally consists of like actual metal chains. He's
wearing a chain. I think a chain shirt.
Yeah,
Or
it's a chain.
It's actual chains.
Yeah, and that's
It's
why
a chain
his
shirt. Meaning
That's
an
why his,
actual shirt made of chains.
Chain shirt.
it's more of a cosmetic thing, but his weapons are like overly sized. So his hand axes are the size of like a regular axe. His hammer is basically a tree with a boulder.
I know I'm a second late, but hello Candlesight. If you'd like, you can follow. We will be hosting again next week from 9 p.m. to 11, and we'll have a Twitter up by Wednesday for at Daggers and Diplomacy. Because I am a shameless shill, and I will let people know about my product, even though it's 100% free, and I just do this. I just do this for the funds, honestly.
I mean, if we're shouting out products, I got no, I'm kidding.
and then
you gotta work it, man.
Entire reason why I'm gonna pick one of you at random. Entire reason why Voldos is here is because he's actually the ShamWow guy, the new one. He is the newest ShamWow guy. So at the end of every stream, he's just like, "Buy ShamWow," and then we wow.
Honestly, Zanewee's life is pretty sad, man. He's got to order custom armor. He can't even go to the toilet inside.
Actually, Voldos, I think that what I would see you as is like after talking with you for a bit, I make the ShamWow joke, but I see you being more like the guy on the late night commercial. It's like it's free real estate.
It's free real estate.
And I interest you in a timeshare in Florida.
It's free real estate. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. So say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
We'll see
Later.
you guys. All right, we will see you guys next week.
Bon voyage.